third, perspective, maybe above, how they say, like, kind of look at it like a bird's eye view.
Sure.
So you can look down on it. I mean, they're a team that's been beating everybody. You guys are admittedly not in the middle of the pack yet. That's where you're trying to get. It's something that probably should have happened on paper. You weren't able to turn the tide. That's okay. You're still growing. You drafted great. People are going to say what they're going to say.
Our first match was versus NIP. It was the very first game out of the whole season.
I remember, like, the very first moment we stepped on the stage, and I could feel the pressure, the hype, everything behind it.
And we didn't really know what to expect too much. Obviously, we prepared and we tried our best to, try to deal with what we were going to play against.
The health bars are so low, and they're going to get dropped as well. Now it's down to Fasheko once he's down.
When it came to Virtus Pro, though, we were able to really take it to them. There was so much energy in the room. I talked with the guys on the team for like weeks. I was like, guys, listen, if we take any set this week, I want it to be Virtus Pro. It means a lot to me, and I feel like all the guys gave 110% during that set, and we were able to close it out really quick with them 4-1, and I couldn't have been happier about doing that.
Can he save the day?
Unfortunately, Not gets taken down immediately. Cuss has to slither away. Everyone on Navi is on this point. No one from Knights is around to stop it.
And that's gonna do. 4-0 to finish off the set. Pittsburgh Knights have been clean swept by Natus Vincier, and day one of week 2 of the PPL.
Week 2 was probably the hardest week we could have had. Navi at the time, which I think would have been our hardest matchup in the entire league. It was on a new patch that changed up the meta completely, so it was like basically 50-50 of who understood the meta more at the time. And Navi as a whole have had so many different metas and has so much experience in this game that we just got demolished by them. And then I woke up that Friday morning and it was hard for me to walk straight.
Bunny woke up and was feeling really sick, and he was talking about how he might not be able to play. It might be really hard. I might have to sub.
This is going to be it. This is going to be the Ash going down, and that is going to be Kanga finding their first win.
So going into the Kanga set, even taking a map is a surprise playing with me, because I couldn't aim right, I couldn't comm right, I couldn't do anything just because how sick I was when I woke up.
So that may have been my worst tournament performance yet. And at one point on the map Surfing Beach, I thought to myself, man, I am playing this bad, but my team is still pulling through with a victory. Payan is destroying them left and right, and I'm underperforming, and I thought to myself, this is what it feels like to be on a good team, where people are there to lift you up when you're down, and that felt great.
Versus it on to Payan. Ricotta drops in vocal, but makes it 2. Shadow, though, now comes back and answers with 1. It's just down to Shadow. There's 3 red characters dancing on the point, and it looks like the Pittsburgh Knights are going to flip this one around and take the win.
That was grueling. I mean, not just for them, but that fight back and forth. It's 99 to 99.
We're honestly just fighting SSG during their peak. The last meta was built around aggression and these trades and timings, and they were able to basically have all these tools against us.
We came in as prepped as we could. Unfortunately, we weren't able to come out with the W.
So going into Envy, I was very confident going into them. They had a rough few weeks, and I felt like we just had stronger players mechanically, and we should have been better as a team, but there just was something missing during the set. If you look at game 1, that's how you should be playing Paladins right now, and that's how we did, but we only did that for game 1.
We're going to plan to make our improvement much better, and we're going to try to, react on things quicker and do things faster, and then, react to any metas that change, any champions that become really strong in the meta. We are going to try our best to, improve at that rate, and we got to catch up with other teams as well. So the losses that we took, obviously during that time and during that day, they were heartbreaking, but then the day after, everyone was like, okay, this is inspiring, right? This is like motivation. We can do this next time.
Whether it's a real life issue, whether it's an issue in game, whether it's an issue with another player, everything seems to be able to be brought up and be solved for the most part right then and there. So I think it's friendship, camaraderie is the thing that I like most about this team.